Welcome back, everyone. My name is Alex Anthony, and you're watching episode number 11 of Pokemon Today. So we're just going to do some normal market stuff. I'm just going to check out, show you all what the best deals are. I'm not really an investing kind of guy. I'm more of a let's find the best deals kind of guy, because that falls into investors, collectors, and everyone, players. So that's more where I lie, because I'm kind of all three, to be perfectly honest. So I don't really focus on one individual area except for the buying of cards at the best deal / price. So that's kind of where I follow my trends and this and that. You'll notice I got some Zelda music going on today. It's from Game Chops, who, if you folks are familiar with the Poke and Chill music, they produced this as well. So I just thought it would be cool to mix it up a little bit today. I like the Zelda music actually almost a lot more than the Pokemon music. I hate to say, I'm not saying Pokemon music isn't good, but Zelda music is just so good. And then if you're a fan of Pokemon, you might be a fan of Nintendo, you might be a fan of Zelda already, and if not, maybe this is an intro to you to some cool new music. But I just wanted to shout them out real quick. We're also going to shout out KittenCatAubreySales, our favorite seller on TCG Player. I mean, who else is going to have 2,645 sales with 100% positive rating? Go check them out. They've always got some good stuff on there. I was just checking out their store right here. Check out storefront. I can't get in there right now. It'll mess up the rest of the video with all the tabs I have open, but go check out their store. They've got great deals working with TCG Direct now as well. So you're going to get your stuff fast. You're going to get your stuff perfect every time. Highly recommended. Great people. How can you know that they're great people? Well, they got a YouTube, KittenCatAubrey. Go check them out. Check out their YouTube. Always posting. They do giveaways. Aubrey fractured her arm not too long ago, so hope her arm is healing well. Hope she's doing well. Hope the whole family's doing well. They're great people, awesome growing YouTube, so go check them out and please subscribe to them. Check out their shop. They are going to be sponsoring some giveaways in the future on my channel as well, so keep an eye out for them as well. Last shout out would be Pokemon Father and Son. Nathan and Tim, the awesome father and son combo. It's like the other side, from the other side of the pond too. They're from the UK, and they are the father-son duo. They are always opening packs. I think they do some giveaways as well on their channel. And I'm pretty sure Tim said that Nathan's birthday is coming up this Friday. That would be, let me check the date on Friday. That would be the 22nd. So happy birthday to you, Nathan. We're going to get that package out to you ASAP. So it probably won't make its way to you before your birthday, but it'll definitely be a nice birthday package as well as a nice welcome to my channel / this whole Pokemon thing we're doing, and shouting everyone out all the time. Like, everyone's been so kind and supportive. They've been super sweet, super cool people. So yeah, go check them out as well, folks. And yeah, onto the market. So I kind of wanted to jump into Astral Radiance straight away, like how we always do, and I noticed that the booster box price is going up. It looks like there aren't any left for that 123 range anymore, that 124 range we were looking at for so long. The price is going up to 129. So is now the time to start getting in, if you haven't already, on some Astral Radiance pre-orders, because we all saw what happened with Brilliant Stars. It went up, 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 and up, and it looks like the up is starting pretty early. This isn't releasing until 5/27. So, and right now, once again, we're not even at the 27th of April yet. So we're probably going to be, I would assume some more people will put up some items and the price might drop again. But if it happened in any manner like Brilliant Stars did, then just keep an eye out. And then keep an eye out for other things too, like how I tweeted on here. I guess I'll open up my Twitter so you guys can see that. I should have done a new tab. Well, go follow Pokemon Drops. They have great stuff. If you're in the US, follow them. They're fantastic. I'm right down here. Like, I was able to find these exact items at 115. I don't know if Danny Phantom still has them available. Look at that. Maybe he does. So I'm not sure if he still has. It looks like they would let you buy 5 if you want to buy 5 right now. So 115, you can still order them here. I'm not sure if he does international shipping, but I was keeping an eye out for things like that. So keep an eye on some certain Twitters, this and that, and just try to find the best deals on things like that when you see them going up, because everyone's going to want to get in on Astral Radiance, hot new set, this and that. And you want to make sure that if you do get in, you're not overpaying for it. But as always, I don't really pay attention to too much else besides the booster box price itself. So onto the trainer gallery. I've noticed that prices are kind of going up for a lot of things. The singles prices really aren't. And for me personally, like, this is just a total my opinion type thing. Like, this has nothing to do with the whole like getting in at a good deal. This is really more just me. I like these cards. I like these cards. I think these cards are really cool. I think that they're very undervalued. I can't believe that some of these, like these Flareon, Eevee, Jolteon, Vaporeons, they all go for like $2. The Urshifus are under $4. I think that these are all really cool. The best one up here slash the most expensive one, best is subjective, of course. I just mean the most expensive slash probably, well, and one of the best in the playability, very playable, although the Urshifus are very playable too, is the Umbreon VMAX. And when you compare it to the other Umbreons you got out there, it's a pretty good price. Fix my hair a little bit. And I like that it's still relatively reasonable. This Sylveon's relatively reasonable, so I think for me, I'm gonna start picking up some of these cards, and I will probably just keep an eye out for good deals at the singles rate, because I've just noticed, let's jump into Brilliant Stars, that the booster box price is just insane right now. I'll start there and we'll roll back to the singles, but the booster box price is, if you look at these, they're 140, they said there. So what do you got here? This is 123 plus $15 shipping. We're looking at just under 140. Then you got, okay, so just under 140. But this, okay, this isn't even an actual booster box. This is loose packs, 36 loose packs, which I would never buy like that. At least I'm sure you can find Brilliant Stars loose packs at a better rate than like this. So 140, that's about the going rate, which is a little bit better than it was. I was checking on eBay and it is actually like right in that same range. Like, I just had this refresh not too long ago, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna be still in that range. 140, there was a bunch at 125. You'd have to buy them at 4 or more. They were 140, and then if you buy them at 25, you will or if you buy 4 of them, they would give you a break, which brought them down to 125 a piece. And I looked at that and I was like, to me that's not really the deal or the play. I ended up going with more of the stadium boxes. I thought that would be a good purchase, a good way to get some booster packs. I got 9 more at $42 a piece, and I'm literally just gonna open them up and take the booster packs out and, you know, use them for future giveaways and openings and this and that. So to me, that's a way easier way to actually get a hold of loose packs, if that's what you're trying to do. If you're trying to hold booster boxes, then of course you're gonna need to buy a booster box. But if you're holding booster boxes, I think that you either bought them already or you have more chances to buy them in the future. You don't need to be buying them right now. That's just my opinion. And then I scroll down and I see we've got, you know, 3 of them now. There were 4 earlier at just the same price. I'm like, all right, maybe this card's like going down. I mean, from its peak, crazy. I know, like, that's just pre-release price. It doesn't really count, but still, it's just an insane drop from even not too long ago. Like, I mean, someone paid 180 for one, 172. I'm not sure why people are doing things. I'll never understand stuff like this. I'm not sure if these sales are real. Like, why would someone ever pay 180 for that when you could have gotten it? Like, these were up by, these have been up, and if even then, like, they've been up for 150 when this one, they're like, why would you ever pay 180? So I don't know if that's real. I feel like sometimes there's some I don't want to say shady stuff, but 179.93, 179.93, 179.92, like, maybe some market. I'm not saying market manipulation, but I'm saying market manipulation. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm not saying that someone's doing something specifically, but it just looks really weird. Like, why would you have a bunch sell for 150 and then a bunch sell for 180 and then them go down to 140 when, I mean, because these ones at 150 were always available, so why would they ever sell for 170? That's kind of my point. Look at how many are out here. There's 98 near mint. So if you add in the lightly played, then you got even more. But with just the near mint, I think that there's enough that you would never have paid that 170, 180 mark. So I don't know, especially just of the last month or so. So to see some of these in like the last week, just looks really suspicious to me. But I'm not a detective. I haven't been in this game that long. I'm just calling it as I see it from a human perspective. Want to say that most of the other singles are kind of like leveling off / going up a little bit. Charizard V is in the same range that it has been. Arceus V, the alternate art, is same thing. The V Star, the gold, I mean, I don't know if that low price is gonna be a good card. I mean, high shipping, so about $50. 48, wow. I would have assumed that this card would have been a just a more expensive card. I mean, to me, it's gorgeous. I showcased it in my last free card giveaway, episode 16. Great time to mention that. Wow, what a great lead-in. I wanted to wait until like a little bit into the episode anyway. I don't like talking about everything right in the front, but go check out episode 16 and 15 of free card giveaway. Those will still be active. 13 and 14 just ended today and yesterday, so you can't enter those, but keep an eye out. 17 will be up very soon, and we have Discord giveaway going as well. Links to all that will be in the description, but we showed this card just to showcase its true beauty in the last episode of free card giveaway. Spoiler alert, but go check it out anyway. You can see the card and check out all other cards. We had a $225 mail day. It was pretty cool. Go through all of those. But yeah, not too much else in Brilliant Stars I don't want to go through specifically, because I do want to go through, for the most part, touch on all the sets. But you're going to notice a general theme, which is the market's just kind of going up and up and up. Like, everything is just slowly ticking up. And, you know, I guess that's to be expected. We haven't, like, in this exact moment, you know, it's the 19th, April, 2022. When's the last, like, print we've had? It was Wave 2 of Brilliant Stars. Brilliant Stars dropped like late February, I want to say like February 25th, something like that. So we maybe got it like a week after. It was like a literal week after, so I think we got it like the first week of March. So like March 3rd was the last time Pokemon cards kind of like shipped out and got to people. Brilliant Stars, this and that. I mean, we've had these Lucario boxes, these little things here and there, but those don't really move markets. You need booster boxes to hit the market to really push the prices, from what I've noticed. So of the individual products, of course, you're going to see those here and there. Like there's been like a Bolton V box. There's been couple little things here and there. I think I saw the Professor Juniper trainer premium thing is available. You can get that at GameStop right now. I'm not sure if you folks are into that. Let me just open that in a new tab real quick, because I know that a lot of people are into that. For some reason, like, I'm just like, whatever. It's something that I would never really want to get stuck with, because I don't really like it that much. So for me, I don't order things that, like, now they have it on, I've talked about this before, so I won't go into it, but they still have this available for pre-order, $25. I love this with the promo card. Incredible box right here. I think for $25 it'll be a really good deal. It also showcase Cosmic Eclipse. I'm not sure if it'll actually be in there, but you can pre-order this $40. Everyone loved the Marnie one. I just think it's a silly looking product. It's got 7 booster packs in it, which is a pretty solid price. It's basically like a smaller ETB, but you get less stuff and pay the same price. So I don't know, it just didn't seem like a good deal to me. And I'd rather just, like, if I'm gonna put money in something to just, like, for the sake of investing it or whatever, then I would rather do it on like a cooler product. Same with the Lucario V. I didn't want any of these. I just think that I'm kind of like done with boxes. I have too many boxes of things. I, like a lot of people who got into this, I kind of dove in a little bit head fast, and I just bought a lot of stuff. And anytime I saw a good deal, I was like, oh, I like that, let me buy that. I haven't ever really like gone through the buying of Pokemon stuff phase as an adult, where I could actually buy like a box of stuff. And back in the day, they really didn't even have many boxes. All they really had were like these little trainer deck kind of things. They weren't even really that good. They weren't even really that cool. The Pokemon weren't really that hype. There weren't really a lot of boxes. There was no ETBs back in the day. There was none of these cool things. Like, any box was just like a blister packs of booster packs. So it was all booster packs. Like, that was it. Like, the most hype thing you could buy was a base set booster pack, which still, it was pretty hype. But nevertheless, there are these items available right now if you folks are into that kind of thing. Looks like the Astral Radiance Elite Trainer boxes up for pre-order. These are the kind of things that I would not buy. Like this, I would definitely not buy, because this is not a premium anything. You can just wait until TCG player accounts get this up. You can go on eBay. Once this drops, like a week or two after, you're gonna have a lot of people selling that for under MSRP, so I would hold off on that. That was one of those things where at first I would be like, oh, okay, MSRP, that must be a good rate. MSRP is not always a good price. I think MSRP for this Professor Juniper thing will probably be an okay price. I have to assume the Arceus V, an okay price. I have to assume that this promo is gonna be worth it, but you never know with any of these boxes. Honestly, you never know. And the reason why I'm not super into this Lucario thing is because I love the cards, but I'm just gonna buy the cards. I'm just gonna buy the singles. I'm gonna buy the promos. That will lead into a theme for later. Pretty cool. But for now, just finishing up, let me check out this $20. Yeah, $5 shipping. That kind of makes more sense. I was gonna say, why are you selling this for $20? I ended up getting a couple of these. These are very cool cards, especially to see in person. I'll showcase them on free card giveaway sometime as well. Same with the Celebi V. A lot of these cards, actually. A lot of these cards have been entering the, I like to call it the shop, because I am going to be, you know, showcasing the cards, selling the cards, this and that. And, you know, most of them I did buy just to sell, but I like having them just for a little bit, and then we get to all see them in the videos, and yeah, move on from there. So speaking of moving on, let's go to celebrations. Charizard is still in that low 70s range. I think this is an awesome price. These, once again, Celebrations is the only set that really has dropped in the last couple of weeks, couple of months. I'm not really sure exactly when the trend started, but I guess from, yeah, it's been dropping, but it didn't feel like it was. I don't know, I guess I just wasn't checking the singles prices that frequently, but here we are. Maybe still dropping. I really couldn't, feel like I've said it before, but I'll say it again. When in doubt, zoom out whenever you're looking at these graphs, from what I've learned in these like crypto and stock trading tips. One of those things is, if you're looking at a graph and you don't really know what you're looking at, like zoom out just to see what the trend actually is. So when you look at it from this 3-month perspective, it's like, oh man, it really is going down, down, down. But when you look at it from that year perspective, which I know really just started in October, so it's not really a full year, but from its entire life cycle of the card, it looks more like a level out and less of like a significant drop. Because if you look at it from here to here with that exact part zoomed in, I guess that's not with 3 months, that would be more from here to here. But that's more like from here to here. It does look like a consistent drop, but it's not as big of a drop from where we were. So I think that these cards are kind of leveling off. I wouldn't be surprised if you see them go up, but if you see them go down, like how much further down can this card go? I really can't imagine. It's a gorgeous card. All of these cards are fantastic. Seeing them in person, I didn't know that they were all just textured, so you got basically single prizers that are just textured the whole way through, just like a VMAX is. Gorgeous cards. Like every single one of these cards looks better in person than it does on the screen here. So I would highly recommend getting into these. Like, look at the Zekrom's one of my favorite. I have too many of these. The Reshiram just goes gorgeous with it. The Venusaur and Blastoise. I mean, you get the you have to pay the premium for the Charizard, but then you get the Venusaur and Blastoise for like about $10, $12 with tax and shipping and all that. Great deal. Pikachu is still at a reasonable price. This Mew, I think, is a slept-on card. Everyone wanted the gold Mew, which is a great card, and we'll get to that. But this Mew here is also fantastic. Like, check this card out in person. When it glistens in your face, the texture, it's very nice, very nice. All these cards are fantastic. So I would just keep your eye out and just start jumping whenever you think that's the right time for you. So the not the singles price, the sealed prices of Celebration seems to be going up pretty steadily, I would say, in the opposite direction of the singles. As the supply dwindles and the supply of singles increases, you will see it go up. But I think eventually you're going to see them both go up, because there's only there's a finite amount of sealed product out there. So once it all gets opened, then those singles are gonna have to either start selling for more, or I just think that demand is gonna still stay the same way. So once the supply drops, the price for singles will increase. Was my horrible way of saying that. I'm sorry. Looking at the UPC is a little bit of a what's the word? It's a little disingenuous, because this thing has been steadily going up. But let me just check the rest of Celebrations. Okay, so it's back up. The exclusive it took a dip, and now it's back up. I'm not sure what caused that dip, but so it's not up to the peak quite yet, but it looks like we're getting there. Unopened. Okay, so you can get it unopened right now for $90, 3 of them. That's actually a pretty good deal. Like, if you want to take the risk on this person, I mean, I've noticed a lot of relatively decent people that are first-time sellers. So if you want to take the risk, 3 of them for $75 would be $225 plus 15 shipping would be $250. So not a bad deal to get 3 of those, because the next price up is going to be $110. There you go. Then the next one after that would be $100 plus 15 shipping, depending on how many you buy. So yeah, the price of these does not look like they're getting any cheaper. I'm not really sure why they had that dip. Maybe Pokemon Center must have just like found a bunch, put them on their website, and then they must have been reprinted for like a day, and I just missed it or something, because I usually check the Pokemon Center website every day. But okay, so that explains that maybe, but nevertheless, I think overall the prices of the sealed, like when I say the sealed prices, I mean mainly the bigger things. I'm not really sure how the smaller boxes are doing, but when you check the premium boxes, the Elite Trainer boxes, then you get a decent idea of what's going on here. So we're looking at, I don't want 10 Celebrations packs. Okay, sealed you can't get it for cheaper than $75 right now. It's kind of crazy. $80. Wow. So this thing is going up. It's going up. I think that it's a pretty solid ETB. If you're an ETB collector, then why not? I don't really check the prices of these other boxes here. I do like to look in on our Mew. I always, because I play Mew VMAX, it's really hard for me to not say Mew V. We're going to check on our gold shiny Mew. It is still right in that lower 40 range. Yup. I mean, that's a great price for this card. That's like, even if it goes down more somehow, I don't know why it would. This is an amazing card. Get this card. I will showcase it in a video. I have actually a really special video planned that is around kind of celebrations themed, but we'll talk about that later. And it definitely involves this card. So get this card if you haven't got this card yet. I think it's at a really great price. Let's check out the most ridiculous set of the modern era, of the Sword and Shield era, I guess is a better way to say it, because there's a lot of modern. Let's check out our Umbreon. I think it's all... Our big ones here have kind of leveled off for now. I want to say near mint at 335. That's about where you could have found it. It's actually a little bit lower. So yeah, if you look at the graph, it's a little bit lower than its exact peak. Still insanity going on here. Like, when is the reprint coming? I'm sure everyone's seen... Everyone made a video about how the Pokemon company bought a printing company or whatever. It's like, cool. So let's get it happening. Let's get it happening. I'm not going to talk about that because all you got to do is type in Pokemon buy printing company. There's going to be 1,000 people that already talked about it, so go search one of them out. I'm thrilled at my card here. Okay, yeah, so we're up to 225. Yeah, I actually ended up only having 3 of these. I thought I had 4 of these. And then something went wrong with a shipment that I wasn't aware of, this and that. But long story short, I got 3 of these, not 4 of them. But I'm still happy to see that it's gone up steadily, because it was at that like 200 range. It took a nice jump to this 225. So and really it's at 230. And then if you get these 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, you got a lot at 230. So it'll take a while for it to reach another jump up to like 250 or so. And it's probably not going to ever reach that Umbreon status, which I'm cool with, honestly, because I don't think that it should. I think that these cards should be a little more reasonably priced. That's why I thought the Umbreon VMAX from the trainer gallery was a good deal, because it's a really cool looking card as well. It's an Umbreon VMAX. It's not the... we'll check the price of the regular Umbreon VMAX. I bet it's not that far off. So everything looks like it's still at a reasonably high price. The Dragonite V, the Rayquaza V, all excellent cards, all beautiful cards, but just all insanely expensive right now. Espeon V, my Espeon never gets the love that it deserves. It's all about Umbreon, but hey, I'm glad for that, because that means that my favorite evolution is at a reasonable price. So Umbreon VMAX, the Rainbow, like, what a ridiculous looking card. Like, who would want a Rainbow Umbreon VMAX? It just defeats the purpose of Umbreon almost in its entirety. Like, now Rainbow Sylveon, now we're talking. I mean, that's a card. They almost like why would they make this card in Rainbow? That's a very weird Rainbow choice. Even Rainbow Rayquaza is a little meh. But I think that that Sylveon, see, because you got the white and the... Now that's a rainbow right there. Like, that's a spicy rainbow. I'll definitely look into getting some of those if and when Evolving Skies ever reprints. Where's the regular... I just wanted to check out the regular Umbreon V Max. I guess it is a... Okay, it is a cheaper card. It's like a $10 card. Okay, so if you do want to play the card, it is not that expensive, which is great. That's actually really cool if you're trying to play this card, which is not really meta at the moment. It used to be. I don't know where it went. It just kind of disappeared. But yeah, I think that it's cool. Let's go on to Chilling Rain, going up. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this set at all. It is kind of like it's going up more than a lot of other sets. Luckily for me, my favorite cards aren't. Maybe I'll stock up on a couple of my favorites, but this thing is jumping. Look at this spike in the price. So let's check the sales history specifically on this Moltres. In fact, I did this off camera not too long ago, so I want to say, okay, so let's check what's today, the about the 19th, 20th. So let's check about the 19th to the 20th of last month. In the last month, we're at the 22nd here. That's perfect. Actually, I'll load one more. Let's just get closer to the 19th. Here, we got the 20th, 19th. So $94, $79. Then you got some 80s, 76, 84, 83, 80, 92, and then slowly a bunch of 80s, a bunch of sub 90s, so a bunch of 8s, some 9s. Okay, but now let's jump to today, and now we're looking at some triple digits. we're looking at all triple digits really. So near mint 94, high 90s, high 90s, high 90s, high 90s, hello 90s. These are very high prices. So that's kind of crazy. I mean, it is like kind of a cool looking card, but not my cup of tea. There's the gold version that, I mean, we kind of passed over in Brilliant Stars. I mean, if you want a different Galarian Moltres V, it's right there, and it's like $25. So I'd probably go with that. But on top of that, the I want to say the Snorlax V is going, or I keep saying V. The Snorlax is not going up. Every time I check this card, I feel like it's at a higher price. I think it's because $85 for this card is just ridiculous. Like, why is this card $85? I mean, I get that Snorlax is a fan favorite, but it's just such a mediocre card. So I am not about that. I did end up getting a Galarian Zapdos. I did end up getting a Zeraora, and they're around this price. So I like that. Those were the cards I was saying. Maybe I'll get a couple more of those because I don't want them to skyrocket. They're kind of next on the list as cool cards. I always skip over the Calyraxes because to me they're just like meh. They're weird Pokemon. Like, they're big heads. They just look weird. The horses, so it's like, it comes with the horse? Or what? Like what the hell is a Calyrax? Like, so, it is the horse? Is the horse Calyrax? Is the big head thing like, I don't know. I think that they're very silly. I think the boxes are awful. I think they're the worst by far. I think I have like maybe one or two of each just to have them for the sake of it because they were affordable. And I'm like, yeah, I'll get them. Why not? But yeah, really. Like these alternate arts are okay. Like this alternate art is okay. This one here is okay. Nice, bright, and colorful. But still, they're just weird looking Pokemon. Not my cup of tea. Full art Clara. Excellent cards. Good stuff. This is a cool alternate art. I like this one. Just walking through. It's a little bit more, I don't know, realistic, chill. Flannery is cool. This is I used to play this card in Mew VMAX right when I was getting Path to the Peak a lot. Still not a bad card when you're getting Path to the Peak. It allows you to discard a Stadium and a Special Energy from your opponent. But using it as your discard card, using it as your supporter card, it's a little much, and sometimes you get stuck with it and you can't really use it and you don't want to use it, and it's just one time I was able to use it off of someone's like single strike stadium, whatever the stadium is called, the tower thing, and I was able to draw two, and I was like, oh, that was cool, because I just like didn't need it and they were playing that, and I only really have it for Path to the Peak. So look at this Moltres V. Look at this Moltres V. That's really cool, and for $15, I'm glad we stepped on this page. Look at that. For $15, you can get this Moltres V. I think that's actually better looking than this. And it's, you know, I'm not going to, what is it, 1/7 of the price? Now look at this, okay? You got a smug little gold Electrode for a reasonable price. That's what I'm talking about. Even the full art Galarian Zapdos V looks pretty sweet. So maybe focus on some of these page 2 cards. Maybe that's where I'm going to shift some of my energy. Maybe grab some of these nice sparkling energies. Although, to be fair, for energies, there's some cooler energies that are older for playing with. But yeah, I'm on Chilling Reign too much. But Chilling Reign's a weird set. Like, I don't know why it's going up so much, because we're going to kind of breeze right through battle styles. Aside from the Rapid Strike, Urshifu, Alt Art, like the one card that I'm kind of keeping an eye on. Got this card in person. Ooh, it's gorgeous. It sparkles. It's a really beautiful card. But I think that these are all great cards still at a great price. You know, beautiful. Battle Style is like the perfect like kid set. It's like the perfect starter set. Like they can pull a $70 card, nice big Sleepy Dragon. They can pull an amazing big Urshifu VMAX. Awesome set. So I like this a lot, but I think that once again these cards are kind of bottomed out, and they're probably going to stay bottomed out for a while. The market is absolutely flooded with battle styles. My boy Victini. This is a really cool alternate art V as well. I know that everyone's on the trainer gallery right now, but this is a very cool one to keep an eye out. Octillery is also very nice. Pretty meta with how everyone's playing Rapid Strike Malamar. If you play the game, you know it's very it's a frustrating thing to play against. But we'll jump over to the Shining Fates. The Charizard is still right around that 120 range from what I noticed. This is a damaged card up here at the $100. Yep, 120 or so. Very cool, very cool. I got one. That's what I got the mine at. Episode 15, a free card giveaway. That was the showcase card for that one. Go check that out if you want to see that in person and some nice lighting. The Suicune, Drizzile, and Inteleon are all still insanely overpriced. The Inteleon and Drizzile for good reason. I don't know why the Suicune is just the expensive one, like, when clearly Galarian Rapidash is the star of the show. I was really upset to see that Rillaboom somehow got between. Like, these two used to be right next to each other, the Ponyta and the Rapidash, but Rillaboom snuck in between the two. I got a few of the Eternatus, the V and the V Max. But yeah, I think all these cards are great in person. They look even better than they do on the website. So if you're thinking about getting some of these, then I think now's a pretty good time. Like, this is a really beautiful card. Toxtricity VMAX. You can tell it's got that nice rainbow sheen to it. Shiny, beautiful. $4 or $5 card, you know, with shipping, taxes and all that. It's a pretty good card, I would say. I don't know. I just think that it's kind of crazy how you have things like Chonky Chew that are $150 that we'll get to, $160, $170, and then you have this for $4, $5. And to me, like, they're all equally as beautiful, really. So it's kind of crazy the disparity of prices. So we got the, let's see, $51 right around where this has been. It's just kind of crazy the difference of prices. So $51 for the ETB. That's right around where that's been. The Pikachu V-Box, I'm sure you can find for cheaper than this. Like, that's been everywhere. Something like this Mad Party Pin Collection, probably not. Or the Dragapult one, probably not. Still can't believe how cheap some of these other cards are as well. Check out the second page here. Like, we just saw that Skyla was only like $8 or so. What was that? $9, $8 for Skyla, like full art trainer, great deal. If you look at the full art trainers of the Sun and Moon, like, they're all like insanely expensive. They're like $20, $30, $40, $50, $100 for just these full art trainers. So pretty crazy. So you never know how these are gonna go. I ended up getting one of these Pierce. I thought that was a really cool looking card. Just the way that the, is that Obstagoon or is that Zigzagoon? I can't tell from this angle. I want to say it's Obstagoon because his face is a little bit longer. Yeah, Zigzagoon's more like a puppy. Obstagoon is more like a anteater, I guess. But yeah, I just love the way that my dog looks at me like that. You know, Pierce looking at the they got the matching hair. It's a very cool looking card. I thought that was sweet. But yeah, nothing else too crazy. Like, if you like any of these cards, like, now's a great time. I mean, they're all just so affordable. Little Chunky Rose at the beach enjoying his day. I think that's always funny. So we'll check out our Chunky boy here, from Chunky Rose to Chunky Pikachu. We've got okay, so lightly played at near mint. We're starting at 170. That's right around where it's been. Pretty reasonable. That's about what you're gonna expect to see. I would grab this card now if you like it. I don't expect it to get any cheaper. The Elite Trainer box has been seen in the wild. I don't have any good sources right now. I got a few from Target, but it was like a struggle. Their website has been super tough to deal with. Like, I had to order it on my phone. The box to like add to cart wouldn't even show up on the PC. Very weird. I got 3 for MSRP, and I would just say keep your eyes out, because if it goes the way that the Darkness Ablaze went, then who knows, maybe we'll be able to get some of these for even cheaper. But since this was another one of those ones that was like up here at like that 8, look at this, $100. So from right around 210, shout out 210, my birthday, we had $100 for this ETB, and I was never gonna buy it. Never at $100. Going down 80, nope. Going down 70, nope. Never even at 70. Like, I have no interest in this box. It looks fine, it's fine, but whatever. But reprint, new product, MSRP, okay, like, I'll pay MSRP for something like that. When you got these new things coming out like Astral Radiance, those are gonna flood the market. You know you're gonna be able to get those. But for me, like, I came into Pokemon after Vivid Voltage had already gone through all of its waves, so I never had a chance to get this at a reasonable price. So I'm definitely gonna grab a couple now while I can. Maybe we'll see Chonky Chew go down a little bit. Maybe you'll get this card for 150 or so. Who knows? But I don't think it's gonna go down that much cheaper. I think people are gonna list it still for like this 170, 165 price. Champion's Path, these Charizards are still right around that 230 range, I would wager. Yeah, near mint 235, 235. That's about what we've been seeing. Can't really expect too much else. There hasn't been a Champion's Path like anything, like reprint this or that. I showed you folks those ETBs that were up for a while. They are not anymore. We can check eBay real quick to see what Champion's Path is looking like. I think that's not the worst idea in the world. It's always good to make sure that you're current on things like this. We have it set to lowest price, buy it now only. I'm not really messing with auctions at the moment. If you want to just scope out some auctions, that's always a good way to hunt things on eBay. But for now, we're just trying to find the cheapest of the unopened. We're probably going to start seeing them in that 85 to 90 range. So I'm just going to start scrolling a little quicker. What do we got here? Opened, yep. And we've got, what is this? Okay, so $90. Save 5% when you buy more. Let's check out exactly what the rate would be then. So if you buy 4 more, you can get it for $85, free shipping. It's not a horrible price. That's way better than this, whatever they're selling them for here. Let's see exactly what they're selling them for on TCG. We have unopened. Ugh, look at that, for 110 bucks basically. More than that, yeah, like 112, 111 for just the one. And then here, maybe you can get a little bit of a break if you buy more, but still, plus the shipping. Whereas here you can get them, like we just saw, sorry, wrong direction, for $85 if you want to buy like that in that kind of bulk, buy 4 more. Yeah, do it. I think that's like a fair price. That's how I got, I mean, not at this exact price. I was able to somehow find mine a little cheaper before they, I don't know if they got like a reprint randomly, because when I was getting mine, I got them for like between $75 and $80. And now they just like are all up to like over $100 again. But like, I feel like there was a little bit of a dip. Let's check this out here. Yeah, an up, down, down, up. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't pay anywhere over $90 for any of mine. I have like 5 or 6 right now, and I cracked a lot of them, or 2 of them, because they had ripped, and I still have 5 or 6 sealed, because I had ripped cellophane, because I do them for my giveaways. I needed to have the packs, and that was the cheapest way for me to get the packs, was to just buy ripped cellophane ETBs, fully open them myself, and just take the packs out. And then you get the promo Charizard, the box, the dice, all that stuff. So yeah, that's the only real Champion's Path thing. That there's not any movement. Charizard V been in that steady 160 range. We are going to finish off with Darkness Ablaze. The ETBs are going up again. If you want this ETB, get it now, okay? Because it's going to be the next one in line. We see Rebel Clash here, 190. We see Sword and Shield here at, I'm on the wrong page here for Sword and Shield, I'm sorry. Sword and Shield here at 225. So, and even then, I bet this is 225 plus shipping. I know we're jumping ahead here a little bit, but there's not too much with these last 2 sets here. So, okay, shipping included, 225. Still a ridiculous price. You never know. You never know, folks, when they're going to drop that. But right now, this is right around MSRP. I would grab that because of all of these that we've gone to this numerous times. Because of all of these that have gone out there, there's more of these. So pick up some Charizard VMAXs if you want. I've got a few of them. I think that they're probably going to go up again once these are all gone and all flooded. I mean, I know there's a lot out there, but these are one of those things. Once they're gone, they're gone. So give it a few months. Rebel Clash, once again, yeah, we're not going to really do anything in here. And I know that this video is going a little long anyway, but I did want to touch off on something a little more. I like to end on something exciting. Like in my free card giveaway videos, I like to end on exciting things. And this is base set Sword and Shield is not really exciting, but you know what's kind of exciting that I never talk about is the promo cards of Sword and Shield. Now, there's a lot of promo cards. There's a lot of really cool ones, and there's a lot of really cool ones for a really good price. Like we don't need, we're not gonna even talk about any staff pre-release promos. Like these are all kind of like really high-end collector, kind of like crazy investment type deals. I'm not really into that too much for these modern cards. That's just not my style, honestly. Like I would want to get something like Wizards of the Coast if I was gonna go in this direction. But for me, I'm focused more on like say this Marnie. Yo, shout out to Dez if you're watching. I was playing with him last night, and he was rocking this card in his Inteleon Arceus deck. It's just an alternate art of full art Marnie, but it's, I think, arguably the best Marnie that we have. Like, look at the colors on this card. This is incredible. I love this Marnie. So that's a fantastic card, and it's only like that $30-$40 range. That's right what the base set Marnie is set at. Like, I mean, everyone likes this Marnie, and I love it too. It's cool, very nice. A little more expensive, but like, this is fantastic, but I like this. We've got the Jolteon, which I've got a few of already. I'm going to start playing with these as well as the second deck that I play with. This card is incredible. I believe I either have one on the way or I have one, but I'm going to try and just, once again, showcase these cards, hold on to them for a bit. Maybe they go up, maybe they don't. My goal is if I can just sell them at enough of a increase that I can cover my fees and this and that, and just break even and keep the whole thing going, then that would be a great way to keep my videos going. But because I try to keep the price reasonable for my mail days, but you know they are getting up there. So, but this card is awesome. You know, they got the four fan favorites, Gen 8, excellent. Next page has got some real bangers too. If you want to check out, you've got all the V unions, by the way. So I think that this is really expensive for the whole V union set. I wonder if you can get them cheaper separately. $10 for this whole V union set. That's okay, but they're more of a collection thing, so you're probably not going to be playing too much with that. These promos are pretty expensive, but these boxes were pretty expensive. I think that these promos are actually a fair deal, truth be told, especially with how hard those boxes were to get. I never got any of those. Galarian Moltres, I never want to see you. You're the bane of my Mew VMAX existence, but still a very cool looking card. This Charizard V that comes in the Champions Path ETB, cool card. The Pikachu VMAX, I think this one comes in the Chunky Chew box. This Octillery, check out this Octillery. This one's sweet. Doing push-ups and yoga, balancing with that menacing look. I bet it's a pretty, let's see what the price is. If it's like in that $6-7 range, yeah, but it looks worth it. You get the stamp. I love the stamp. I think anytime you get the stamp, it's pretty sweet. I've noticed that if they've got the Rapid Strike, Single Strike, Fusion Strike, they sometimes will put the stamp down here, sometimes not. But usually you see the stamp on the same side. Oh, there was one card that I definitely wanted to touch on real quick before we end off. I'm not going to keep you folks too much longer. We're not going to go through all these. But one card, since I'm doing this as my debut, I'm going to go through my favorite card, give you all a glimpse of, like, I mean, look at how cheap the Glaceon is. Look at how cheap is the Leafeon nearby. You know, a little bit more. It's a little more playable. I think that's why. But still, like $4 and $3, very affordable. But the card that I'm actually really hyped about is a pretty cheap card. This Espeon, very nice. That was a blister promo, I want to say. That, what was it? Eternatus. I love the colors on this. And now we're at my favorite card here. My favorite of all the promos so far. The Quad Stamp Deoxys. Where you going, baby? Just like Deoxys, it disappears. I don't know if that's what Deoxys does, but it seems like a weird Pokemon that would do something like that. Fusion Strike, Single Strike, Rapid Strike, Fusion Strike Pokemon. It's got everything. So to me, this is just one of the coolest looking promo cards. It's stamped out of its mind. It's got so much going on. Near Mint Holofoil is only like $2, $3. You're definitely gonna get a few of these. So I think this is a really cool card. I would grab a few of these. Go check out the promos on TCG Fight. There's a ton in here. There's like 200 and something. 238. So that's really cool. Lance's Charizard still a really good price. And yeah, there's like 30 Pikachu V. Like, not joking, there's really right around 30. If you type in Pikachu V, you'll see about that many. So yeah, go check them all out. If you folks like this, if you like me kind of showcasing the promos, let me know. If you want me to showcase anything else, let me know. I want to try and get into some vintage, but I couldn't really figure out a clear path. If I should just focus on one set, one era, some random cards. But yeah, if you have any ideas that you'd like to see, let me know. I know we went a little long, but I might do those in just kind of separate videos altogether. Thank you all so much for being here. Love you all so much. Appreciate all the support that we've been getting. It's been growing steadily, and I really, really appreciate you all so much for that. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.